psychic lawyer Mark Anthony. He'll be at Body, Mind, and Soul at 7 p.m. this Friday and Saturday. He's helping our audience connect with their loved ones on the other side. Now, before the break, he said Pisces. Pisces. Who's Pisces?
Well, all right. There's a Pisces connection, and it seems like all the Pisces are concentrated right here, which is interesting.
They're swimming in the same pond.
Yeah. And also, Pisces could be an indication of a time frame, which is roughly February 20th to March 20th. Okay, and I'm being pulled right to the lady with the turquoise. Okay, now, is there a male associated with you on the other side?
Yes.
Okay, is he on your level, meaning like brother, sister, cousin, spouse, friend?
Father.
Father? Was your dad, was he kind of youthful in his appearance?
Yes.
Okay, all right, hold on. Interesting. What I'm getting with this gentleman is I feel like a draining sensation through his body, which is indicating that his passing was not quick. And I'm getting this very raspy voice. It appears to me, based on what he's transmitting, that prior to passing it was very difficult for him to communicate and articulate.
Yes.
And was he in hospice?
Yes.
Okay, and the reason I'm saying this is because I'm seeing the drip, drip, and that's an indicator of, was it Dilaudid or morphine? I feel like it was Dilaudid.
Morphine under
Morphine?
the tongue.
Oh, you're doing the drips in his mouth? Okay. Hold on. He's very thankful. And I know from personal experience, I know how difficult, because my dad was in hospice, and I know how difficult and how painful it can be, but your father wants to thank you. He was in such incredible agony. He says he couldn't take it anymore. He said, I felt like my body was being eaten from the inside out. And I also get the sense of like itchiness and irritation in his skin, like he just could not get comfortable in any way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Were there 4 people connected to him? Like,
yes.
In what way?
My mother, my brother, myself, and my mother's husband.
Okay, so all right, there was 4 of you. Your dad was funny. He said, stop thinking of yourselves as the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. That's a weird analogy. Does that make any sense? What it is, he's telling me to convey to you that there's a sense of guilt that, you know, we did this to him. And he goes, stop thinking of yourself as the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, which are bringing doom to people. He said, that's absolutely absurd. He goes, for God's sakes, you'd shoot a horse if it was lame. He said, you had to put me down because there was no alternative. And he said, you took the humane route. You weren't letting me suffer. You weren't letting me scream in agony. And he said, and you let me die with dignity. And I cannot thank you more than that. And now he's handing me to give to you this huge box. It's shaped like a heart, and it's filled with all sorts of chocolate creams, chocolate covered cherries, and toffee. Okay, now who doesn't like those things? But that could make sense to you in some way, but it also could be an indication of an event in February, because I associate images like that with Valentine's Day, which brings me into the month of February, which can indicate births, deaths, anniversaries, or events connected to you or him in that month. Does that make sense to you?
My mom loved chocolate-covered cherries. He used to buy them for her for Christmas. That was her Christmas
and
gift.
She's
a March 1st. She's a Pisces as well.
And she's the Pisces, and she's here in this world?
Yes.
Okay. Of course, your dad wants to give her a message. Wow. I don't know if I can say this on television. Suffice it to say, your parents had a very passionate relationship.
Yes, they
and there's
did.
something about a chocolate-covered cherry that I'm not even going to touch. Okay?
I don't want to know about it either. Image I don't want.
What it is, the cherry symbolizes more than just passion. It symbolizes the immense love that the two of them had. He said, we're 2 hearts, 2 minds, 2 souls. And he said, and I will be there when she comes. He said, many, many years from now. And now I'm hearing that Beatles song, When I'm 64. Does that make any sense? Will you still need me?
Yeah.
Will you still feed me when I'm 64?
Oh,
dun,
yes.
dun. So,
He was a big Beatles.
and he was a big Beatles fan. So we'll go with a yes on that.
Yes.
Now, we're arcing over to this lady. Your sister was a Pisces.
Before we arc, Mark,
Oh,
let's go ahead and take a break. And then we'll be right back with more from the psychic lawyer Mark Anthony.